We are back. Maybe I need to... that's fine. We are back with Jabba's Realm. I took a break for a week. Wait, I didn't take a break. It's just now 1 week later than last time. Nevertheless, I have some... Before we get into the weeds, I have some cleanup to do. In the last missions, there are two major things that went wrong. The first is that I forgot to use cower on the officers twice in the first mission, and I think once in the second mission. Not actually entirely sure. Not to heal the officer, but to focus other units, which meant that some of the attacks were weaker than they could have been. I'm not certain that it would have made a ton of difference, but just to bring it out there, I'll try to keep watch of this time. But crucially, what I also got wrong is that in the first mission, after you win the first mission, the rebels actually are meant to get 2 XP, not 1. Let's get rid of this here. 2 XP instead of 1, so I should be at 3 XP now instead of 2 XP, which means all of the heroes spent 1 XP after the first mission, which I'm not gonna retcon or anything, but I'm still gonna retcon the last rebel upgrade stage where we did not buy any skills because we only had 1 XP to buy skills, and I wasn't keen on any of the 1 XP skills. But with the 2 XP skills, only one of the heroes I decided to get another skill, which is Sharpshooter for Vinto. Why did I want to get this? My plan was always to get this at least after this mission now, because mainly for the +1 accuracy. If you remember, we bought the DDC Defender for Vinto last time, and the DDC Defender it has bad range, meaning only yellow and green gives you like 1 or 2 ranges, 1 or 2 range, like on average, I'd say. And with the search you can only get 1 more, so you have a range of, if you want, you might have a range of 3, but with the Sharpshooter you can easily get to 3 without spending a search on the accuracy, which means also Bolt Slinger, Shot and Run, and Rapid Fire have a longer range, which means that we're not gonna use Shot and Run, because Shot on the Run is actually a skill cut which we will not get. It's the other 1 XP card, and with the DDC Defender, Shot on the Run does actually not make any sense, because the DDC Defender relies on you to take 2 strain movements or get moved in any other way, like with Gideon or with Ona maybe. And this means you're not moving, you're not taking the move action. And Shot on the Run only works, I mean, you get a bonus speed as well, but you're not using that anyway. It only works if you use your move action, which we don't do with the DDC Defender. My plan always was to hand over the DDC Defender to MHD at a certain point in the future and get some other thing for Vinto. So back when we are later on, and when we get something out of Vinto, maybe we get Shot on the Run as well. We will see. It depends on what comes up and how all of this progresses. But for now, we only take Sharpshooter and use it mainly for the DDC Defender, and of course to have a more liberal application of Bolt Slinger, and maybe later on Rapid Fire as well. Okay, so this is what I did last time. What we didn't do is we didn't decide on any of the... Wait, let me see if this is actually correct. Oh, wait, no. I actually want only... Oh, come on. Really? Let's see if anyone... Oh, I'm not signed in here. Oh my god. Let's see if I can get here. I'm trying to figure out if I can...
Earlier.
If I can... No one wrote for any of the missions. The only other comment I got, first of all, the comments I got from NoYBDI, maybe like this. He said he brought attention to all of the officer problems I had. And also that the XP were wrong. So thanks to new YPDI for that. And we also had the developer of the Imperial Commander app replying to one of my videos on YouTube, to the videos I cut down from the stream. And he said that the ability to automatically add up XP by the app, depending on the mission results and the mission you played, will be implemented in a future update of the app. So in the future, you might not have to manually distribute XP you gain through the missions. So this is something you might have better time using in the future. Okay, so nevertheless, we're still at the wait, we did. Yes, still at the next story mission, which is either overcharged or hostile negotiations. If you remember last time, I was very outspoken against taking any skills that improve my or increase my ability to move around. So with this in mind, I'd say I'd probably go for hostile negotiations, because overcharged looks like you have to get to some stockpile, grab some crates, bring them back to like a drop-off point, and get back and try to get a line of explosives established. And bonus movement points give you a large benefit for this. So I think overcharged with the skills I bought now might be a bit more difficult instead of hostile negotiations, which is yeah, it sounds like you're fighting more. It sounds more like you're fighting, right? So I don't know. Maybe this is also not correct. We will see. But for now, this is what we do. Let me. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We will select this next story mission. We will select hostile negotiations and start. We already did the upgrade stage. We start the mission and see what's going on here. Nothing else happens. We don't have any allies to take with us. Difficulty is still normal, and we'll start the mission now. And of course, you have to build it, so you need to bear with me with that. And since this is also, I think this is part of, yeah, this is part of Jabba's realm. I mean, it has to be. I need core map tiles, and I need search engine. Jabba's realm map tiles, and I'll just grab what I need. Okay, so you depart the skiff at the warehouse on the out. Remember, this is about a deal that needs to go through and that needs to happen, and we need to make sure of that. You depart the skiff at the warehouse on the outskirts of Mos Eisley. You meet a hooded Godel who ignores your introduction and hands you a barrel. When you try to peek inside the package, he slaps your hand. No questions, he pleads. Just work. He points to a stack of similar barrels, then to the YV-666 outside. Before long, the crates are loaded and you depart. As you approach the ruined temple, you note several mercenaries stationed throughout the Dosha jungle. Okay, oh my god, there's a lot of tiles. So, first of all, core. I will cut out for the YouTube videos. I'll cut out this part where I built the map. So if you're watching on YouTube, this is where you have a time skip now. And for the people on Twitch still watching, you can still ask questions or interact in chat. I'll try to answer, but it will not show up on YouTube. Continue. Deploy weekly pirates. We already have them somewhere here, I think. Do we have them? Yeah. They're stationed right behind the statue here. Or whatever this golden thing here is. Okay, so deployment continues. Got an elite weekly pirate group, which I need to get out. Weekly pirates, there you are. And I got my junk droid back, of course. You can see it right now, but it will have a triumphant return if it ever returns here. Search. Weak way. And they're down here somewhere. I think that's right. I don't know where he should point towards. Upon landing, a pair of Gamorreans emerge from a stone temple, confer with the Godel, and then help haul the barrels inside. We are already inside, so there's something happening here. Deploy the heroes to the blue highlighted space. Place 5 neutral mission tokens on each of the red highlighted spaces. Oh, 5 neutral mission tokens, okay. Okay, we get 5 of these. Wait, I need a neutral mission token, not a blue one. There are none. Right. How does this... Wait. Oh, these are the neutral mission tokens. I was grabbing faction tokens. Oh my god. Okay, so some are here and some are here. So 5 in total. This is actually, yeah. These are in total 5. I need to grab. They are actually hard to manipulate here. Okay, so there are 5 neutral mission tokens. Neutral mission tokens represent spice barrels, so we have to. So we have to carry anyway. This is what I was gonna say. A figure can spend 2 movement points to retrieve a spice barrel without using an action. A figure can carry only 1 spice barrel. When a figure carrying a spice barrel suffers 3 or more damage, that figure drops the spice barrel in its space. Then we have Gamorrean guards, regular Gamorrean guards. Where are they? There. Guarding the door. The figures in Imperial Assault are pretty nice to look at, but you can see when you're playing the tabletop, and in this case, you need to face them away from the door. Wait, let me show. In this case, you absolutely need to face them away from the door, otherwise they would bump with their pikes into the door, and you can't actually place them. So if I do this, even in here it doesn't matter because it just clips through, but on the tabletop, you would have the same problem, which. It's a bit of a bummer. So let's go back to IC2. Okay, Gamorrean guards. Okay. Let's do like this. Karanth, you have arrived. A richly adorned human welcomes you professionally, but not warmly. Shall we get to it? Car and the buyer examine the shipment, while you and the mercenaries eye each other up in silence. Very good, Car. I'll take the lot. And the agreed price? No. A single blaster bolt fells your ward before you can reach your weapons. Immediately the two men come rushing in, grabbing some spice barrels. Spice runner, Imperial officer. It's a regular officer, and he is running spice barrels. And he's deployed where? Where is it? Wait. Where is this? There are 2 of them. So we actually need to get some color differentiation between them. Oh, come on. This is not a problem, but I don't know where to place them now. Oh, it's actually deployed now. Deploy 1 Imperial officer on both spice barrel piles. These are the spice runners. Spice runners cannot be defeated When a Spice Runner would be defeated, remove the figure from the map and set it aside. Each Spice Runner interrupts to retrieve a Spice Barrel. So they are placed, let's go to the board now. They are placed on these piles. And before they are placed, they grab the top token and put it on the... So the issue is, or not the issue, but how many do I have here? Is this actually enough? Yeah. 1, 2, 4, yeah. Should be enough. So they have both of Spice Barrel, whatever. And they both interrupt to retrieve one. And they probably want to run with it. But when I defeat them, they will drop it in place. Like, we would also drop them in place. They only have 3 health, so it doesn't really make any difference. Let's go back to IC2. So each Spice Runner interrupts retrieve of Spice Barrel. There's some commotion outside. The Spices have set up a crate to hold Spice Barrels. Okay. Place 1 green Imperial token. I will do so, of course. And it's here. Okay. The Imperial token represents the Spices stockpile. When a Spice Runner carrying a Spice Barrel moves on or adjacent to the Spices stockpile, the Empire claims that Spice Barrel. Then that Spice Runner is removed from the map and set aside. We gotta hurry, your pilot voice comes in your comlinks. Your pilot's voice comes in your comlinks. This sentence doesn't make any sense. Grab whatever you can and let's get out of here. The engines of your shuttle flare as it descends, waiting for you. Probably, yeah, we got a red token for the rebels, which we're gonna place here. This is what I actually was afraid of. I should have taken the movement skills. The Rebel mission token represents the Rebel stockpile. When a Rebel figure carrying the Spice Barrel moves on or adjacent to the Rebel stockpile, the Rebels claim that Spice Barrel. The mission ends at the end of round 6. At that point, when the Rebels have claimed more Spice Barrels than the Empire, they win the mission. Okay. So we get to deploy first and foremost. Remember, our heroes are the big fat owner, Shyla Varad with the whip, Vinto with the 2 pistol blasters, and of course MHD, who's healing us all the time, hopefully. Okay, so let's see the rebel deployment. Okay. So it's tempting to. So here we have a stockpile directly adjacent to 2 of the spaces here. It's very tempting to have 2 heroes here, grab them, grab 2 barrels, and also shoot, right? So this is very tempting. Also, these guys, these have 4 HP, and these have 6 HP, which should be fine, really. I can't see these, because they are, regardless of where regardless of where I position myself, I don't have line of sight to... I mean, when I stand here, I have line of sight to them. But other than here, I don't think I can get line of sight anyway to them. So the others are probably the ones I should focus on most. And maybe place Vinto here. Let's do this right now. Maybe place Vinto here because he has line of sight to more figures here and can use the DDC Defender to make 3 attacks, and also get Gunsling off 3 times, ideally, of course. So we will drop MHD here. Maybe we drop MHD here in this case. No, maybe here. So he can grab a Spice Barrel and grab one of the medical cards and still get two searches to move and be focused for the next round. Yeah. Then we have Onar, which we will probably... Shyla should stay... Shyla has 5 movement points, so she should also carry a barrel. And owner, maybe put him here. This looks okay, I'd say. Question is just, whom do we start with? Probably with Vinto, I guess. And Vinto should actually... He can only see all of... So he can only see this guy, these two, this guy, and this guy. So if I attack 3 times, and I hit 3 times, I can guarantee that this officer dies. Which would be nice, because... Actually, maybe I don't want to kill him now. Maybe I want him to... Wait, how do actually these doors open? A rickety door leads out of the spices den. So you just need to interact to open them. So they also probably need to do this, right? So I think deployment will be fine. So let's change the playlist and actually start combat. And let's get a better angle going here for our saved camera. Okay. Okay, so what are we doing now? I don't know. I think the play will be to start with Vinto and delay the activation of the figures of my figures that are carrying spice barrels, right? I think Shyla will probably... Wait, can Shyla 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open the door? Yeah. She can, theoretically, she can grab a crate, or she can grab a barrel and get to the door really quick, really. I also want to grab crates because money, money, money. But with 10 tokens only, we'll see. If I can disrupt the officers enough, then maybe it works out. Okay, we will start with Vinto. Recap what Vinto can actually do. Don't forget he has Boltslinger. When I attack a target and deal damage, I can deal 1 damage to another target within line of sight and 3 spaces. But since I have Sharpshooter, I can get 4 spaces. I also have Pinpoint Shot. When I want to, I can just negate all of the dices in a roll, apply +1 damage, and the attack also gains Weaken, which is very nice because then if I don't hit, I can just use Pinpoint and still get the Weaken, plus I still get the Sharpshooter and the Boltslinger and the Sharpshooter within 4 spaces, which is a lot of spaces. I can also Haymaker, I can't do, Get Down, I can also not do, All Out Attack, Back the Injector I don't need right now. This just heals 1 damage of an adjacent figure of MHD. So, I will just start attacking with the TDC, which is green and yellow. Question is, whom do I attack first? Would be nice to get rid of the Weakway and the Gamorrean Guard here. See, the Weakway is within automatic range because I roll a 1 on the green, at least. And I have a +1 accuracy from the Sharpshooter, so this is no problem here if I attack this Weakway. I can also attack this Weakway, which he has more health, so I will probably not do that. And I can, because line of sight, I can trace it from here. I can see this officer, so I can do all of my Boltslinger onto the officer. So I will, of course, use 2 actions on the DDC Defender to perform 3 attacks with this weapon now and not move. You cannot, with this, you cannot move between the attacks outside of interrupts. You cannot say, no, I used 2 of the attacks and now I want to use 1 strain to move 1 and then attack again. You have to do all of 3 attacks consecutively. Outside of maybe like Jin can gain movement points when she successfully attacked. This would happen, of course, for the DDC Defender. And this gun for Jin is amazing because she can... You don't need to move with her. You just attack and you hit and she's moving anyway. So it's amazing. You don't really need to move with her anymore. And she basically gains a free action each round. Actually 2 free actions because you're attacking 3 times and you're moving as well, so... Okay, so whom do I want to attack first? Probably the Weakway. The Weakways are probably more of a problem than the Gamorreans. We saw the Gamorreans, they can't deal damage, but their surges are pretty minuscule, and they also have like bonus defense, so when... I don't actually know if they have bonus defense. How does this actually work here? They don't have bonus defense, but they hurt themselves when they attack. So this is... I don't actually want to waste attacks on them too much. Maybe I can just clear them with Bolt Slinger later on. So I will, first of all, I will attack the weak way here, which is green-yellow against the black. And we will patiently await the dice falling here. Grab this. Oh, come on. Sometimes I swear, grabbing stuff here is like magic. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so we do deal damage. We don't need the accuracy because we have automatic accuracy, so we can use the surge for +1 damage, which means we deal 2 damage to this guy and 1 damage to this guy. I'm not so sure if I want to actually kill him, because he's going to grab the barrel and run to here, which means if I can get him here, I can then move the barrel like this, right? So maybe I don't save too much. I don't know. So 2 damage on the first one, and I still gonna damage the officer with 1 here. His second attack, I will still attack this weak way, the same as before. Green, yellow, and black. Do I have any? I don't have any rerolls on here now, which is probably the weakness here. Okay, it's the same. I have again 2 damage on this weak way, which defeats the weak way here. Yeah, they have 4 damage, 4 health. So I have 2 damage plus 1 surge, which is a damage again. Against 1 block, which means I have 2 damage again. This weak was defeated. He can keep his damage. And I can get another damage on the officer. Okay, last attack. Now I can't attack this guy because I don't have line of sight, I think. Yeah, I can only see this corner, but none of the other corners. All of them go through red terrain. And I cannot move right now. I cannot like strain here. I cannot strain here and then attack, which I would have line of sight then, but I can't strain between these during these attacks. The main objective was always just to get rid of this weak way here in the first activation, so everything else is just bonus. Yeah, I will attack the weak way, I guess. This weak way here, and hope that they... I need to defeat one of them. That they will not attack for. They will not activate first. I hope. Yeah, I will attack this weak way. Against green, yellow against the black. And we rolled very well before, so we will probably roll poorly now. But we still have the chance to, yeah, well, like I said, now we need to look at Vinto. I can use 1 damage. So I would have 2 damage against 2 blocks, which doesn't do anything for me. And it wouldn't trigger Bolt Slinger, which I actually want to trigger now. And I'm fairly certain I want to get rid of one of these officers. So I want to use Pinpoint Shot here, remove all of the results. I don't have any surges, so I can't recover any surges anyway, so I don't have any strain, so I can't use any of the surges to recover 1 strain anyway. So I don't care about losing the 2 surges I had. I will just use Pinpoint Shot. I remove everything, deal 1 damage to the what's it called, to the weak way, to the elite weak way, and also deal 1 damage to the Spice Runner, which defeats him. This is, let's say, this is. I need to actually, in the app, you can designate the colors of the figures by clicking on the gray circle on the left top portion of the portrait, which means I designated this as the purple one. And since we defeated the purple one, I will just defeat this guy. Oh, okay. so I cannot defeat him. He's just set aside, but he's not on the board, and he should actually drop his. Wait. Let's read this once again. When a figure carrying a spice barrel suffers 3 or more damage, that figure drops this barrel. Yeah, he's not defeated, but he suffered 3 damage. So he is dropping the spice barrel. Yeah. So we did this correctly. The damage is gone, not needed. Okay, and now I can strain now. Questions if I want to, and where to if I want to. And if I get anything out of it. I don't have any strain abilities, so we will just move him here with 2 strain. And get on with it. Yeah, it's fine for the first activation. It's fine, but could have been better with the damage on the weak way. But we defeated 2 figures. We've thinned out the regular weak group, so it's all fine really. This was Vinto, and now we will go to. Is the Spice Runner set aside? I mean, one of them is. And this activation immediately without resolving any instructions. I don't understand this. See, this is. I don't like this. The app could have been a bit better here, because it asked me is the Spice Runner set aside. It didn't say which one, and one of them was. So I just clicked yes, which in this case, of course, was wrong because the app wanted to activate the other Spice Runner. Whatever. And it said to end the activation, which is also weird. But we will not end the activation now. We will just say we misread this. This Spice Runner is still in play, and he will do his activation. So he moves 4 toward the Spice's stockpile. Open energy store and move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He will move here with the barrel. Okay, so they just activate whatever. Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. I don't care. It's our turn again, and I really wanted to use Owner. Owner has Get Down, which is just giving defense, but he also has Haymaker now. Strain 1, exhaust this card during activation, and choose an adjacent small hostile figure. Test strength for each of the successes up to a maximum of 3. Push that figure up to 1 space, and that figure suffers 1 damage, which is good because we can get. I mean, we can basically guarantee to wound or to defeat one of the lesser or one of the regular weak ways here. This one maybe. 1, 2. I just can't get adjacent to him before without using a move action, which is a bummer. Or do I move back and tangle with this guy? One, 2, attack him, and then push him. Then I can grab the crate next round. They have 6 health, so it's hard to get through them, but it's worthwhile to maybe. Oh, I can also reach this guy. So we will start with Ona, grab 2 strain. Land near next to this guy. Yeah, I can push the weak way. I'm standing next again. Standing next to. But I don't want to. I just want to attack him. Yeah, and I'm attacking with green reds, and I can lessen my damage for +2 accuracy, which I don't need because I'm rolling 1 anyway. Green red black, and then we'll see how much we have here. That's a very good result here. So we will this. We deal 4 damage, and we have the surges cancelled by the evade, so we only deal 4 damage, which brings this guy to 5. So he has 1 health remaining, which I basically can guarantee by pushing him. But if I push him, I only have 1 action left. I can't see anyone. I can see one of the Gamorreans, but I don't really want to use... I can grab a Spice Barrel, but Spice Barrels on Owner is particularly bad. Because he doesn't have a defense die, so he gets the free damage earlier than other figures would have, right? So... let's do it anyway. And we will exhaust Haymaker, take a strain. And roll our blue, yellow, yellow. And do this, of course, against this guy. And I have one surge, which is more than enough. I don't need to push him. I can just defeat him because he has then 6 damage for his 6 health. Which means one of the elite weakness is also gone. So I still have 1 action. I can grab a barrel and go to the door. Or I can shoot the Gamorrean and pray I hit. This one maybe. Oh, I know what I can do. This guy has a barrel. I should have... I can still do it next turn. I will use a movement action here. No? No, I will not. I will not. That's fine. I'm fairly certain I can get to him and try to defeat him with just a attribute attack. And if this doesn't work, I still have Vinto to maybe get him going. So I will attack the Gamorrean guard here. Gamble that I will make the shot. And see if I can make the range. I can make the range, which means I deal 2 damage. Do I have anything else here? No. I'm saving up for mutual destruction, which would allow me to take a damage to also give 1 more damage. But in this case, the strain is only used to recover 1. The surge is only used to recover 1 strain, and we deal 2 damage to the Gamorrean guard. To the top one, like here. Okay. I don't know where they landed. They landed probably in the Gamorrean guard, whatever. And we don't forget to recover a strain here with the surge. And that's Onar's activation, I guess. Yes. And I guess now he wants to... now he wants to activate the other Spice Runner. Okay, that's Onar's activation. I can't do anything else. Is the Spice Runner set aside? Yes. End this activation immediately without resolving any instruction. Okay, now we do not resolve any instruction. And we also do not deploy him. At the start of this activation, each Imperial figure within 3 spaces of the figure discards 1. Yeah, this doesn't happen because he's not on the board. So this doesn't do anything, right? This shouldn't do anything. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we will continue with Shyla. She will grab 1 token, I guess. The question is if I want to use it with Strain or If I use it with strain, I can get to here and open the door, which is a huge advantage. This weak wind, this weak wind would still fire. Wait, let me. I'm on the wrong thing here. I will use China now. Use 2 strain to grab one of these tokens. Where's China actually? Here. Tokens. Grab 2 strain. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open the door. Or attack this guy. I don't know. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here and then attack this guy. She has... I can replace the die. I have a surge. Pierce 1, +1 damage. Let's do this. We grab barrel. We use... So we didn't spend an action right now. We only used 2 movement points. And then I'm gonna take a move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And attack this weak way with green and red. Yeah, green and red. Yeah. Yeah. Against black. Don't forget you have a surge for +1 damage and a surge for pierce 1, which you might as well use here. So pierce 1 is 2 blocks against 4 damage, is 2 damage on the weak way here. Not the best, but also not the worst. We rolled good, but he also rolled good, so it's fine. We got 1 barrel, and this means there should be only 3 barrels here. 1, 2, 3, and 5 here. 1, 2. Yes. Okay, yeah. That's correct. So the farther back stockpile is emptying a bit, which is nice. That's Shyla. Then we activate the next Imperial figure, which will probably be one of the combat units now. This is the regular, no, the elite. It's the elite weakly pirate. Each figure in this group gains pierce 1. If there is a black die in the defense pool, it gains pierce 2 instead. Oh my god. Okay, Raider. While attacking, reroll each attack die not showing damage result. The defender must reroll each defense die showing a dodge result or a result of 3 blocks, which is wow. Okay, first, if this figure is not hidden, it becomes hidden, and then it moves forward to attack a figure with a spice barrel. So first of all, we get hidden. Wait, let me... Sorry. Okay, so the activation is we have Pierce 1 or Pierce 2 if it's a black die. With the Raider ability, meaning that there is almost no chance that the black defense set does anything. It's just bad. And we have to reroll a dodge as well. He's getting hidden. There's hidden. There's hidden. And then he moves forward to attack a rebel figure carrying a spice barrel. We only have 1 rebel figure carrying a spice barrel, which is Shyla. So we check if we can see Shyla in any way, shape or form. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could stand here, and then with line of sight from here, he could see Shyla, yes. So he needs to stand here. Take his hidden with him. And then he's shooting from this corner, which you can see this corner of Shyla and this corner. Yeah, should be fine. And then he's attacking with 2 greens. Don't forget the hidden ability means that he gets a bonus surge during the attack results. But he discards this after he attacks. So green, green, black, and +1 bonus surge for the weak way. This is completely pierced because he has pierced 2, so the defense is basically null and void. He has 2 surges, which means he deals just 2 damage bonus, in addition to the 3 damage on the die. And he also has Pierce 1, which doesn't do anything. You can see in the surge abilities here, he only has +2 damage and Pierce 1. And you only can use one of these surge abilities once per attack. Which means I'm receiving 5 damage. Which is stressful. Yes. And he's no longer hidden. And this is the second action, and he's done. That's all he could do. Now we still have MHD. First we're gonna do is we take 2 strain for grabbing a barrel, and then we take another strain for medical loadout, where we can grab a medical item card. Gonna do this right now, search. And I probably want to do the adrenal stem and getting focused. This sounds nice because I want to strain a lot this mission. Discard during activation to choose yourself for an adjacent friendly figure. Discards 1 or more harmful conditions. I get the backline vision. Wait, no. Yeah, I'll get the backline fusion anyway. It's fine. We'll manage. Then we grab one of the tokens here for him. So he still has a second action, which he will not use to attack or something like that, but he will probably use to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll probably move here. And he will also be focused, because if he doesn't attack, at the end of the activation, if he did not perform an attack, you become focused. So, which means next round we are focused. Yeah, there's only 2 mission tokens here, that's fine. We still have the regular weak whiz and the Gamorrean guards left. The regular weak whiz, at the end of this group's activation, that figure becomes hidden, but not before. It also has the radar ability, just like the elite one had. And it moves forward to attack a rebel figure carrying a spice barrel, which is Shyla, which he doesn't need to move at all, because he's standing right next to her. So he can just roll green against my black. Notably, he doesn't have any of the Pierce shenanigans, and he only gets what's it called? He only gets hidden after the attack, so he doesn't have a bonus surge anyway. Cool. So he rolls 4 damage, I roll 2 blocks, which means another 2 damage for Shyla. Yes, and this means move 2 to reposition 3. 1, 2. He will move to here. Take his damage with him. And now he becomes hidden, which is arguably worse than the lead weaker becoming hidden before the attack, because he immediately discards it, and this one keeps it. Yeah. Okay. This was the weak ways. Then the next activation is the Gamorrean Guard. Gamorrean Guard group. Knockdown. After this figure attacks a rebel, if the defender suffered at least 3 damage, that rebel tests strength. If it fails, it becomes stunned. And reroll each red die showing 1 damage result, only 1 damage result, and suffer damage equal to amount of dice rerolled. So he will try to attack Shyla now. Both of them will try to. So move 3 to attack. 1, 2. This guy's going to go here with his damage, of course, and going to attack Shyla, which is scary, scary, scary. Wait. Actually, no, this is not true. he will attack MHD from here, because that's the least he needs to go to actually defeat him. Or to not defeat him, but to attack a figure carrying a barrel. So he will attack MHD. With red against my black. And we'll see how much damage I take here. I don't need to reroll any of the dice here. And MHD needs to test strength, because he suffers 5 damage now. So strength for MHD is... wait. I keep forgetting to switch scenes here. So first of all, you can see in the top corner here we have 1 block against 6 damage, which means I take 5 damage with MHD. Which means I need to take a strength test, which is just block, with just blue for MHD. If you look, take a look on this card, you see it at the bottom left. But we nailed the tests, we rolled a surge, this means we are not stunned. Which means the Gamorrean will continue the activation by move 2 to reposition 2. Which means he will also go to here. Second one is also starting now. 1, 2, 3. He will... actually, he only needs to move to here. That's also a mistake on my part on the other activation. Yeah, let's retcon this for the Imperials here. I attacked from here because I still have line of sight, and because they have reach. Oh, and I forgot, they have -1 damage, so I took only 4 damage, which is still more than 3, so I still would have needed to do the attribute test, but it's still... I forget that the regular ones have -1 damage. But now, this one from here is moving 2 to reposition 2, which means this one is going here, and this one with move 3 to attack a rebel figure is here. And he's also attacking MHD. These Gamorreans, they seem more intimidating than they really are, because the -1 damage really comes in handy for us in this case. You see, we have to reroll one of these red die. And then we have a search for cleave 1, which we will of course go for Vinto, whatever. Oh, this is a good result. So they have 5 damage, -1 is 4 damage, against 1 block is 3 damage again. I need to test again. And they also cleave 1 on Vinto in this case, because they only can see Vinto, or they only can reach Vinto here. Oh, wait, this is here. So one on Vinto. Wait, first of all, 1 on the Gamorrean guard, because he rerolled 1 of the red dice. 3 on... wait, 3 or 4? This is 5. 4 against 1 block is 3. Oh, wait a minute. 5 is 4. 3 damage, yeah. I take 3 damage with MHD. 1, 2, 3. I need to test strength again, which is a blue die. I hope I am lucky again. Probably not. No, I'm not lucky, so I'm stunned with MHD. Which is a bummer, because my poor focus doesn't get anywhere. And he's also moving to reposition 2, which means he moves 2 back and takes his damage with him. Move to reposition 2, yes. Okay. That's it for the activation of the Gamorreans. All of us went. All activations done. This is the end of round 1. We will see what's going on at the end of the round now. The regular weak was reinforce, which is okay, but not too much of a surprise. I'll just place them as annoying as possible here. More runners rush in to make off with your spice. Place 1 spice runner whose figure is set aside on or adjacent to each unretrieved spice barrel. Maximum 2. Wait, what? Each of the spice runners just placed interrupts to receive a spice barrel. Okay, yeah. So, what we are doing... Wait. You can see, this is like a story, whatever. Place one spice runner whose figure is set aside on or adjacent to each unretrieved spice barrel. This is worded badly. Because you cannot place them adjacent to each spice barrel because there's no space I can place them where the space is adjacent to both of them. So I need to pick and choose, which in my case I will just pick the for me worst option, meaning I will deploy them. I'll deploy them on the forward spice barrel, stockpile or whatever, and immediately grab one of the barrels. Okay, that's it for now.